Hey, everybody, welcome back to Inside the Force. Dave Cottingham here with Hannah Burr. She is back. How are you?
I'm doing well, and how are you?
Fantastic. Good to see you. I feel like it went by really fast for me. I don't know if you feel like you've been gone for a while.
No, it pretty fast. It was, but man, I came back because I couldn't really talk about it before, but now I can. I came back from Singapore working on the Disney Adventure.
Yes.
Incredible. She's a thick girl. She's a thick girl with a triple C, but she's a beauty. She's a beauty. Oh man. All I could gush about this ship forever.
Yeah, I can't wait to hopefully experience her sometime. We're on a big cruise kick right now. We got 2 cruises planned this. We're leaving in 15 days to go on one. But that ever since that thing has been kind of out and people taking pictures and video, and it's that ship does look incredible, and I can't wait to see it.
Well, I mean, Disney's first completely at sea ship. So
Right.
you hope there's a lot to do on the ship because you don't have any ports to go to.
That's right. But I think, the Destiny, the Treasure, the Wish that we were on, I believe that's like 13 decks, and this is
Technically those are Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there are
I think
13.
just 13.
This one's 20 decks.
20. I mean,
Yeah, it's 20. It's 20 decks.
wow.
I was easily doing 15,000 steps a day. Easily.
And they've got I don't even know what those called, the stack, like four of those stacks, right?
Yeah, stacks, funnels. Yeah, they do.
Man, I can't wait. Is there a the back of the ship? Is there a screen at the back of the ship too?
Oh, there is. That's Wayfinder Bay. And that screen, that screen is part of the Moana show they do. Moana, Call of the Sea. But then it's also cool just kind of hang out at.
Oh, so that show's outside.
Yeah, it's outside. It's on deck. Oh, you're really going to test my memory here. It's deck 10.
Wow.
And then they do still have, it's like Pixar Place. Not Pixar Marketplace. I think it's either called Toy Story Place or Pixar Place. Maybe it's Toy Story Place. It's Toy Story Place. They have big screens on the back of those funnels stacks there.
Man.
They got pizza at Pixar Marketplaces like Marceline Market or Cabanas, if you've ever been on a Disney cruise, very similar to that. They also there's a lot on this ship, and it's incredible. I can't stop saying the word incredible because that's the word I have for it.
It's amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to get there and see that. That's so cool. It's so cool, and it's only out of Singapore.
That is correct.
So you have to fly to Singapore and jump on it there and see if that's the only way you can see it right now. And man, I mean, the flights, the actual pricing of the cruise is not that bad.
No, it's over there. That's a killer.
Yeah, right. But the flight to get there is like the expensive part right now.
Yeah.
So, well, glad to have you back, Hannah.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
I believe Martin and I only did one show together.
That's crazy. Well, because there hasn't really also been a lot to discuss except for up the other day.
Yeah, you're right. There hasn't been, and I think I was under the weather.
No.
A little bit one of the weeks, and my throat was hurting, and I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it work. And then he got and I will say, I think if people that follow, yeah, we only did one show together. Unfortunately, people that follow him, most of our most of our listeners, listen to Mandalore podcast as well. But unfortunately, Martin he lost his cat Cyber a few weeks ago.
Yeah, heartbreaking.
Well, he just lost his second cat. His other cat just passed.
I saw that too. I'm like, dang, two of your fur babies that close together is really rough.
Yeah, so
Oof.
so that happened like one of the nights that we were supposed to record. So obviously I gave him the night off, and
of course.
So anyway, but no worries. Yeah, look, we're gearing up for this next series, Maul, Shadow Lord, coming in less than a month here at April 6th with 2 episodes.
Nuts.
Can't wait. A new trailer just dropped, the official trailer, what they're calling it. So we're going to talk all about that. Of course, leading up to that, though, we wanted to talk about a few things here. So first thing is that what Star Wars also just put out was the breakdown of the episodes as far as like titles.
Okay.
So I don't know if you saw that, Hannah.
I did not see that, actually. I'm still trying to get back on the right time zone, okay?
True.
I'm lucky that last night I actually slept 8 hours on the right side of the day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
I have not seen that.
So according to the schedule, there are 2 episodes coming out for 5 weeks.
Okay.
So you're going to get your 10 episodes just in 5 weeks, short weeks. The conclusion of the last 2 episodes will be on May the 4th.
Perfect timing.
So April 6th, you're going to get, and it's funny because they're labeling these like they do the live action, like Mandalorian and stuff like that, because they're calling them Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. So Chapter 1 is The Dark Revenge. Chapter 2 is Sinister Schemes. Chapter 3 is Whispers in the Unknown.
Okay.
Chapter 4 is Pride and Vengeance. Chapter 5 is Inquisition. 6 is Night of the Hunted. 7 is Call to the Oblivion. 8 is The Creeping Fear, which I read an article that The Creeping Fear was actually the working title for episode 3 for a while.
Really? Okay.
And then chapter 9 is Strange Allies. And then 10 is simply called Finale. Which I will say, though, because some people were seeing that and saying, oh, does this mean finale? Does this mean... Because usually you don't... I guess you could call it a season finale, but sometimes a finale means it's the end of the show. So some people are like, is this the only season we're going to be getting?
Huh.
I think that part of me thinks that the finale title is not the actual title. Like there actually is a title, but they don't want to give it away.
Oh, okay. That's
Could
smart.
be. So yeah, there you go. You know, I think this is... well, besides maybe the Clone Wars last season, I don't think we knew really the title of these episodes like this early.
I think we did for Mandalore. Or
For Mandalorian?
Or Andor.
Oh, Andor. Yeah, we might have. Yeah, we might have actually.
So like, it's not like incredibly common, but I feel like we did for Andor, and I feel like we did for Visions, but I don't know if Visions counts.
Yeah, Visions they did release all those out early on. Yeah.
But yeah, it's not common.
And in conjunction with that, with the article that they came out with on StarWars.com, it does release the names of... So they also released a new poster.
Yeah, okay.
It has a lot more characters on it. And they do have the names of these characters on there. So if you go on their article here on StarWars.com, it says Maul is it says in the latest poster art, the scowling visage of Maul is lit by an artistically ignited red lightsaber encircled by Jedi Padawan Devin Izara. So we knew her name from the teaser. Jedi Master Iko Diodaki, which is the other character we saw in the teaser.
Yeah.
He's in the trailer, obviously, this one. Mandalorian warrior Rook Kast. So the, which, you know what? I was going to look her up because I think she is somebody we should know.
That name sounds vaguely familiar, but then again, I feel like at some point all the Star Wars names sound familiar.
Yeah, true. Let me look. Yeah, she has definitely had. She is in the Clone Wars.
There you go. Was she a part of the final season?
Yes, season 7.
Okay, so we did see her in the Siege of Mandalore.
That's correct.
Okay.
And she was in the comic, the 4-part comic called Son of Dathomir, Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, which, if people know that book, that was based on unfinished Clone Wars episodes as well.
Okay.
So Rook Kast, who is, and Cash, people should recognize the name Cash because that is one of the big houses of Mandalore. You know, there's House Kreese, there's House Kast, there's House Wren. So that is one of the main ones. So I knew I recognized that name. So that's her, Rook Kast. She's on the poster. You got Zabrak brothers, Icarus and Scorn. Those are the two ones you see in the trailer. And then you have a scheming scoundrel named Ludi Vario. And then in the bottom part of the poster, you have Detective Captain Brander Lawson, who we see in the trailer, the droid Two Boots, and then Lawson's son Riley is in that shot too. So besides Rook, who has been in a couple episodes of Clone Wars and the comic, these are all new characters.
We got brand spanking new characters. That's very interesting. I thought there would be more character. I feel like some of the Inquisitors we've seen before as well, like Marok, right?
Yeah, Marok's in it, and then I think we narrowed it down. It's either the 11th brother or 7th brother that's in that Ahsoka.
As they call themselves, an X number brother or sister, and I'm like, I understand why they did that and the psychology behind that. It makes you a number, a cog. It takes away your identity, yada yada yada. But still, I'm like, you expect me to remember who's 7 and who's 5? Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't remember too many. In fact, I think at this point now I'm getting them mixed up. Like
exactly, that's why I'm like, I understand why they did that. I completely understand. But at the same time, as a reader, I'm like, come on, I can't remember who's who.
Right. Yep.
I'm gonna say, oh, that's the 7th sister. No, that's the 3rd. Crap.
I know. But they do have, some of them still like get called names like Marok and
yeah, exactly.
And Reva and
Oh well.
Oh, it is 11th brother. Yeah, I see it here.
It is 11th. Okay.
And see, Marok doesn't have. I don't even know if Marok has a number name.
He should.
Should.
Because you're technically not an Inquisitor until you have that. Like, it's part of this. If you remember from Rise of the Red Blade, that's part of the whole ceremony.
That's true.
Of becoming Inquisitor and passing the test is that you accept your new identity.
Oh, he's actually first brother.
Oh, dang.
So he's probably the first.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, first brother. It's weird because it says Marok, known at one time as the first brother.
Maybe he got to keep his name because he's infamous. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so first brother, and 11th brother are the ones that are hunting down Maul. And we kind of already mentioned it, but the voices, obviously Sam Witwer comes back as Maul.
I mean, you can't ask anybody else to come back. Or
No.
any.
No, that's great. And so also as part of this, there's a tie-in comic that is getting released. It's a prequel comic, I think it's 4 issues. And the first issue's already been out. I paged through it. I didn't read it yet, but the first issue actually doesn't have anything with Maul in it. It's setting up the planet that he's going to.
Okay.
Which is, they have it in here where they named it already. I can't remember it now. The data bank here for Maul is Janix. So the planet Janix, where Lawson is, the comic is kind of setting up how he's trying to, stop crime and all this stuff, and what crime syndicates are happening there, and how there's not that much Imperial presence yet, So I think that's why Maul gets attracted to come here and try to establish what he's going to do and build his syndicate.
Okay.
But it's a cool series. I'll probably read that. I think it ends right when the series starts.
So we can throw that in for Beyond the Saga before.
Ooh, we could.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, so the trailer itself, Hannah, what was your initial reaction? Because I know you got something you're going to bring up at some point here.
It's still got me very excited for it because I'm like, okay, we're starting to see more snippets. It's still like we all sort of understand what it's probably about, but we still don't know exactly what it's about. Like we all can guess that this is about Maul's rise in the crime syndicate and in the among the drug lords in order to create Crimson Reign and all of that. That's our biggest guess, but we still don't know 100%. We also know that the Imperial forces are coming after him for whatever reason. Well, we know whatever reason, but still, whatever reason. And the fact that Palpatine sees him as a threat is pretty big. And it's kind of interesting that, because we thought this might be it whenever we saw the other trailer that dropped. But this trailer kind of confirms it. It's like enemy of my enemy is my friend. So that's going to be an interesting perspective on how the Jedi who have survived Order 66 are willing to play into that. To bring down the greater evil of the two. The one thing I have in the trailer, in the most recent trailer, that I don't know how I feel about, and I feel like it was used more as a gimmick than it was to actually play. And once again, I work for the brand. I don't speak for the brand. These are my opinions and mine alone. Is they were playing Duel of the Fates in the background of the trailer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a bit of a remix of it. It's a little more stretched out, but Return of the Fates is playing in the back of the trailer, and I don't know how I feel about that. But mostly because Duel of the Fates has such a profound meaning of what it is in its context that I feel like when you take it out of context and try to use it for other things, I'm like, you can't do that because Duel of the Fates is so, like, that's a song you can't really take out of context.
Right.
Like, that's how powerful that song is, because that Duel of the Fates is literally Duel of the Fates. If Qui-Gon wins, Anakin doesn't turn. If Darth Maul wins, Anakin turns. That's literally what that song is in that fight. That's literally it. And they played that in the background of this trailer. And to me, it kind of took away from it. Just because I know what the true meaning of that song is.
Mm.
So that's like, it's such a nitpicky thing. And I know why they did it, because it's such an iconic song that is connected to Maul. I get it. But I for me, it took me out of the trailer. Even my husband commented, he's like, they tried to get me with the Duel of the Fates in the background. They thought they were tricky. It's like, yeah, that took me out of it too. Because once again, it's a song you can't really use out of context. If you do, the gravitas and the powerfulness of the song is reduced. My own personal opinion.
Yeah, I need to really listen to it again because I don't know if I caught that. I mean, it's not the whole trailer though, is it?
It's basically Duel of the Fates remixed a bit, like more elongated versus like the actual literal song. But if you listen, it's Duel of the Fates.
Okay.
That's my only thing. Otherwise, I love the trailer.
Yeah, this thing was pretty incredible for me. I think, the first trailer was as all teasers are, just a little tease. This one's a lot of action. I think I feel like I saw a lot more than I really wanted to because I wanted to be surprised on some things.
Right, but I threw so much at you that it's so out of context anyway. You don't know what you saw. Does that make sense?
I think so. I mean, I think this actually, the complaint, not complaint, but the idea from the teaser was I feel like it gave us much story. I do feel like there's more story in this.
Yeah.
I think that, the thought of, we always, and I think we always do this just because we're big fans and we want to see what we want to see. But, I think I've kind of gone in this thing like thinking, okay, I'm ready to see certain legacy characters. I'm ready to see, the building of Crimson Dawn. I'm ready to see the Emperor show up, and I'm ready to see Vader show up. And it's like, I don't think any of that's going to happen now.
No.
I think literally we're going to stay on Janix pretty much this whole time, and we're going to see him, building up, these moments against this police force in a sense by Lawson here, as well as the Empire coming to occupy to hunt down Maul because they know he's there. I mean, I think he's going to eventually. He probably might leave and go somewhere else, maybe towards the end of the series, to the end of the season. But I definitely think the first at least 6 episodes or 7 episodes are probably on Janix, and I think there's going to be a lot there between. I think there's going to be a lot of character development with him and this Padawan. I think that's what the story is about. I think it's about these two characters, not just Maul. I think it's really about his relationship with her, and I think she's actually going to become very loyal to him.
Oh, I agree. I absolutely agree.
I think we're gonna. I have a tendency to think we're gonna root for it.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely gonna be an anti-hero in this. Are you kidding me? Because we want to see the Empire go down, and I mean, like, we're gonna be like, sure, he wants to be a drug lord, but at least he's not on Palpatine's side. Like, that's the argument we're gonna be going for him. We're absolutely gonna be rooting for him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
we are, but we have to remember he's not a good guy.
No, he's not.
He's absolutely not. No. And I think that was the difficult part, too, with hearing him trying to convince Ahsoka of, like, look, I'm not the bad guy. And it's like, no, you are a bad guy, but you're not the bad guy.
That's right. That's right.
And so it's gonna feel weird. But then again, like, we've seen anti-heroes in movies before. I mean, heck, you got Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yeah, but Deadpool's not. I mean, he's. I guess you can call him an anti-hero.
Punisher, I would argue, is a.
Yeah, Punisher probably more so. Yeah.
Venom's an anti-hero.
Yep.
There are several movies that have anti-heroes in them.
Yeah, Black Adam's kind of an anti-hero.
There are so many.
I think I think that's what's going to be the hard part, though, is this Jedi. It's one thing for the Jedi to be brainwashed and converted into an Inquisitor. It's another thing to see this side of it, which is somewhat being lured to the dark side, but it's not, because Maul is not a Sith, a full Sith anymore. But he does have obviously dark side abilities, and he's going to be preying on this person's thoughts of revenge and hatred towards the Empire and things like that. So we're definitely going to see this Jedi, in a sense, fall.
Yeah.
But she is doing what all Jedi should be doing, is fighting against the Empire.
Exactly. Again, it's enemy of my enemy is my friend.
So it's a really good idea, in my opinion, to think of like this series like this.
Because we're seeing another whole nother way of how Jedi are surviving during this time.
That's right. And I mean, we could always bring this back, and especially to someone like Filoni, who's overseeing this project. You want to talk about, like, every Star Wars is centered around family. This is that family. It's Maul and what's her name? Devin.
I mean, if we can even go back to the end of the Clone Wars, Maul tried to make it him and Ahsoka.
I know.
He tried to have Ahsoka be a part of his chosen family.
That's right.
Like, it sounds like he's definitely on the hunt for an apprentice of some kind. Because, like, that's been ingrained in him, right? As he was training to be Sith. That was ingrained. But now the Sith isn't the way. There are other ways to do this.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, the last one he had was Savage, his brother.
Yeah.
And I think I think he kind of realized how much that worked until it didn't. And the fact that he didn't have him, when he kind of built up Death Watch a little bit, and,
yeah.
Or what they call the Shadow Syndicate. But now he's got somebody that can help him, and someone that seems very powerful. I mean, she's very capable.
Oh, yes. She's a survivor. She has to be.
Definitely. I think, overall, I think the animation looks stunning. I think the fighting is very much looks like, especially, maybe not all of it, but especially when he's fighting Marok, it looks like what they did in season 7 with Ahsoka and Maul, which is they choreographed actual people.
I wonder if they did do motion capture for some of these.
I think they did. The way it looks, I think they did.
It is beautiful. Like, this is going to be some beautiful animation we're about to see.
I totally agree. And it just God, it looks so good. The action just looks incredible. I mean, I'm looking at this shot of the two Inquisitors. I mean, it's just...
April cannot come soon enough.
I'm pumped, man. I am pumped for this.
As I said, my complaint was nitpicky. Like, absolutely nitpicky, and I know why they did it. But I'm still excited.
Yeah, I really, as soon as we're done, I'm going to watch it again with that in mind, because it did not really hit me like that. And I don't know how much I mind that, to be honest, because Duel of the Fates, I mean, if you really think about it, we're pretty ingrained in it, and I know that they've used it before. They've used it for something else before, but like it's now what, 27 years old?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this newer generation, like my daughter doesn't know about Duel of Fates. So yeah. That's strange. That's not strange, but that's interesting that it hits you like that.
It does.
After all these years.
Because That is arguably one of the best soundtrack songs out there ever created. Like,
It's by far the best for Star Wars, for sure.
I will die on that hill. I think it's one of the best storytelling songs out there. Now, that's just for standalone song. I can go into motif. I can go into all of that with regards to other soundtracks and put arguments out for other movies that would really be better. But when it comes to storytelling and supporting of what's happening on screen, I think there are very few songs outside of Duel of the Fates that can claim the best title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think it's it definitely made the end of that movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And like you said, it added to what the story was about in that duel.
People will purposely rank Phantom Menace higher because of that particular fight.
Very true. Very true. So, do you feel at all disappointed at all, or would be disappointed if there's no surprise characters or anything that's going to show up in this?
I don't think I'm but I think we all kind of expect it at this point. Because if you look at all the other shows, there's been cameos and guest appearances by other characters. So I think it's kind of like, it wouldn't be, I think disappointing is the wrong word. I think it just wouldn't meet the expectation because we kind of expect it now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got it with Bad Batch. We even got it with Andor. We got it with Obi-Wan. Like, we got it with all these shows. So for it not to happen in this show feels like it's not following the pattern. So I think we will still get it, but it might be more of a niche cameo versus, oh my gosh, it's Vader type of thing.
Right.
Would you be disappointed?
At this point, no, not really. I think the show looks strong enough.
Yeah, I feel like if you're relying on cameos to keep your people watching, then I think there's something else that's wrong with your show.
Yeah, agreed.
It's not strong enough then. Because you shouldn't need cameos. Cameos is like a little Easter egg for your viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like something that's actually helping your story move forward.
Yes, that's what I think. Yeah. So I'm okay with just Maul driving this thing and having these new characters and seeing how he develops his relationship with this Padawan. Yeah, I'm okay. I think it's going to be exciting regardless. I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be fun, obviously, to see something pop up, like a Vader pop up or something like that. But I'm not expecting it. I think it would just be, a nice surprise if something happens. So, all right. So, I mean, April 6th can't get here soon enough.
Yep.
And I'm sure Martin is we're probably going to do another Mandalore breakdown of this before April 6th as well. But we will, I mean, that's all I really wanted to do in this show is just talk Maul, get Hannah situated back in so she can get some rest again and make sure she gets a time zone settled in her
I'm getting there.
In your life, yeah.
Nights were rough. I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed at 8. I'm going to wake up. It's going to be great. Wake up at 1. Okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I'd be up from 1 till whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take what I can get.
So our plan, too, just to kind of lay it out there, because we are 5 episodes away from our 500th episode of Inside the Force.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So what we're planning on doing right now is it should time out pretty much that we're going to be releasing the show on May the 4th. So not only will you get your last 2 episodes of the Maul, you'll get the 500th episode of Inside the Force. Because we are going to be doing a couple shows before the series comes out. I'm actually out on the ship when the show comes out.
This is nuts. Good luck with that, man.
I know. So, and then I'm going to come hang out with you for a day. And then we'll do a show when I get back. So by the time we get back, it'll be, but like you said, I think we can, that week we can maybe put out a Beyond the Saga, which is maybe this comic series. Hopefully I got to check out if this comic was I don't know if that was a one shot or if it was multiple series. Let me see if I'll look that up. But I think, because I didn't see it I was looking at comic releases. I didn't see any comics coming out. So it might have been a one shot.
Okay.
So we'll see. I'll look that up.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, Hannah. Welcome back.
Thanks, Dave. Great to be back.
And thanks to our patrons, as always, for your support. Let us know what you thought about the trailer. We will talk about more Maul in the coming weeks, I'm sure, as well as anything coming up for Star Wars, which, of course, there is a movie coming out in May also that's getting some quiet marketing going on, Mandalorian and Grogu. So we'll have several things to talk about as we get to the debut of Maul, Shadow Lord. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. May the Force be with you.